Presentation will teach you about the Middle East, which consists of countries that you may know, like Turkey, Israel, Iran, Syria, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Egypt, United Arab Emirates, Lebanon, Qatar, State of Palestine, Yemen, Jordan, Kuwait, Bahrain, Oman, and Cyprus. Middle Easterners started migrating to the U.S. in the late 1800s. The pull factors for immigration is the lack of wars and also the available jobs in the United States. The immigration push factors were political turmoil, and in the 1970s, more people came to the U.S. because of financial suffering. When those from the Middle East migrated to the United States, the majority decided to settle in big urban cities with many job opportunities like New York, Los Angeles, Detroit, and Boston. It tended to be difficult to adjust to the climate of Western American cities. When they first moved, they sold embroidery, religious items, baked snacks, and candy that their wives would make for them.
Palestine and Israel have been fighting over the Gaza Strip of land for decades, but recently Palestinians have been making a concession for peace with Israel. This could mean the end of hostility and violence both countries have for each other.
The biggest challenge Middle Easterns face is communication.
Due to the lack of proper communication, it's also a large challenge to find a job. Challenges Middle Easterners face upon entering the United States is driven largely by political turmoil and social turmoil ever since the terrorist attacks on the Twin Towers in New York City on September 11, 2001, as well as the Pentagon and attempted attack on the White House. Middle Easterners tend to be blamed for and are considered as terrorists due to one of its countries harboring the fugitive Osama bin Laden, who is responsible for the 9/11 attacks, as well as the Islamic terrorist group Al-Qaeda. U.S. citizens tend to hold a very large stigma around Middle Easterners and use the entire region as a scapegoat for terrorism. Some things that are restricted are refugee access to the United States from Syria, as well as the ability to re-enter the country. Visas are also blocked from being assured to anyone from Iraq, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen.
Saladin united lands of Egypt and Syria in the 12th century and ended an 88-year European hold on Jerusalem by destroying Christian armies in Battle of Hattin in 1187.
Ralph Nader is an American political activist, author, lecturer, and attorney. He is Lebanese and was the first Arab American to run for president in 2004. This was a big step considering this was only 3 years after 9/11, of which all of the Middle East was blamed for. The travel ban has made a huge setback for Middle Easterners. Not only does it restrict innocent fugitives from fleeing to the U.S. from Middle East, it creates a stigma among all Muslim Americans or Muslim travelers, making it seem like they're all terrorists and dangerous. Middle Easterners work in constructions because they have the skills to do it. Also, some Middle Easterners came to the United States to finish college after they enter medical schools.
Hi, hello. So I interviewed my dad about his experience from moving from Iraq to the United States. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Ali Altai and try to make a quick interview with my son. I came to the United States 6 years ago, almost 6 years ago, from Iraq with my wife and 2 kids, Hussein and Mohammed, and we came from Iraq in 2012. And for me, it was a total new world. And for my kids and my wife, it was a different world, a new life. They don't know anything about the new place that we are in, which is Iowa. And nobody told me that we will get a lot of snow here. It was funny. I expected like a couple days, and eventually the winter here is almost 4 or 5 months. I graduated back in Iraq with veterinary medicine, So when I came here, I tried to work in this, but I wasn't able to do that. So I worked in warehouses and manufacture, tried to support my family and my kids. My kids joined the school and they did well at the beginning and eventually at now, hope so. And I didn't want to stay just work. I wanted to continue my study. And I put like a high level for my dreams. And my goal was to join the pharmacy college. So I started by them, I asked about the requirement, and it seemed to be a long trip to finish this or to at least enroll in this college. But with the support of my family and my kids, I get the decision to do that. And I finished the requirement, I studied hard, I pushed myself a lot during the work, during the life, finished the requirement, submit my application, finished the test, and I've been accepted in Drake for pharmacy college for the PharmD program. I finished my first year successfully and now in my second year. I get another son, which is almost now, he's 3.5 years old. He's funny and the most, I would say the most headaches come from Hussein and him, because this is the most argument happening in my house is between the 16 years old, which is Hussein, and the 3.5 years old. They fight for games and whatever things. Hussein is doing great in the school and about his life. He has dreams. I try to guide him through his dreams and explain the life for him. My middle son Muhammad, he has a CP. He's doing awesome. He's the guy that he make fun in my house, and he's the one that every time I feel tired or kind of disappointing in somewhere in the life, Muhammad especially, he's the one that he inspired me to do my best. Hussein, Muhammad, and Zayd, the little one, and my wife, they are my world, and I try to explain for them from time to time, I believe they know this. Life is not easy, but it's not hard. If you have a dream, just work hard for it. If you failed one, it doesn't mean you will not get it. It just means that you didn't try the right ways to get it. And if you didn't, eventually, it doesn't mean you ended or you dead. No. It's not the right way for you. You need to find another way. Hussein, I hope you're doing good. And remember, life is a mixture of success and love and happiness. Thank you.